Hello, guys. Welcome back to Bet University. On today's episode, I would like to talk about some few other options under the bet types. Okay, so let's go back to the home page. Okay, so if you decide to click on a match, so let's take Manchester City versus Burnley over here. You click on more bets. It's divided in different categories. That's popular goals, first half, second half, bookings, and combos. Let's click all so you can see all the options under this match, all the bet types we have under this match. Okay, so we have already discussed match result, double chance, overs and unders, handicaps, the combination win and overs and win and under, win and both teams to score, the last goal, which team to score, even and odd, halftime, full time. So we are going to discuss anytime goal scorer. So let's discuss anytime goal scorer. So under anytime goal scorer, you are able to select who is going to score during the match. So there might be a scenario where the player doesn't start the match or the player doesn't feature in the match. In that situation, your selection is going to be voided. It's going to be voided, and it's going to be divided. That your the odd for that selection is going to be divided by the total odds, and that means that the odds is going to be recalculated. So if your player doesn't start or your player doesn't play or feature in the match, it's going to be voided. That's for anytime goal scorer. Okay, later on I'll teach you the ways to select a right anytime goal scorer, someone with a high possibility of scoring. Okay, so move on to winning margin. Winning margin is the amount of goals a team is going to win by when you subtract the goal difference. So subtract the goal difference between the home team and the away team, and that's going to be a winning margin, the goal difference. Goal range, you're able to determine the goal range. That's going to be between 0, 1, 2, or 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Okay, able to determine the first goal scorer. It's the same principle applies. You determine the first goal scorer in the match. Okay, so in case the player in question doesn't feature in the match, your odd is going to be voided. It's going to be divided by the total odds. Okay, and the odds are going to be recalculated. You can predict the correct score. You can predict the last goal scorer. You can predict the highest scoring half. So you can choose between first half, second half, or equal. Both. So if the first half is 1-0, the second half ends 2-0. So that's 1-0, and the second half there's only one goal in the second half. It's going to be equal. It's very self-explanatory. You have total and both teams to score. So you can also choose that the match is going to have both teams scoring and more than 2 goals. That's over 2.5. You can choose both teams within score and under 2.5. So you have 4 different selections under that. It's very self-explanatory. And both teams to score. If you say both teams score, yes, means that both teams are going to score. If you say both teams to score, then there's going to be a nil in the score line. 2-0, 3-0. There's going to be a nil or nil. It's still a nil. Okay. Half time, full time, correct score. Okay, that's self-explanatory. You determine the score at half time and the score at full time. Okay. Both halves over 1.5, meaning that there's going to be 2 goals or more in both halves. 2 goals or more in both halves. So if the first half ends 2-0 and at full time it's still 2-0, it's both halves over over 1.5. No, that's what satisfies that condition. Okay, and you have first half, second half, both teams to score. So both teams are supposed to score. If you choose yes, both teams are supposed to score both in the first and second half. And after that, you have 4 different options: yes, no, yes, no, and no, yes. Okay, we have multi-goal. That's similar to the scoring range or goal range. Okay, you can choose how many goals. So the total goals. Determine the total goals and see where it falls within the ranges. The multi goal. That multi score. Multi score also determines possible score lines. So possible score lines are giving odds. So if you think it might end 2-1, 3-1, or 4-1, it has an odd of 3.62. So possible score lines. Is there going to be a standing off? If you think there's going to be a red card in the match, you can decide to choose yes. If you think there's not going to be a red card, you choose no. We have first goal and the winner, or first goal and the result. Then put that first goal and the result. So you determine who's going to score the first goal, which team is going to score the first goal, and you determine the outcome of the match. So in this case, the first option, that's 1.19. It says Manchester City will score the first goal and Manchester City will win at full time. There are 7 options for that. The last option, which is no goal, means that there's not going to be any goal. There's not going to be any goal. And once there are no goals, it means that the match is ending in a draw, 0-0. It's ending in a draw. So you have double chance in both teams to score. Double chance gives you the option to choose 2 events in one selection. That's win or draw for your home team, win or draw for the away team. Win-win, either side will win. You have that option too. Okay, so it's a double chance, it's a combo. Double chance in both teams score. So you determine the double chance part and the both teams part. So both conditions have to be met in order for you to win this type of for the combos. Both conditions have to be met. So if there's the double chance part goes through and both teams they decide yes and both teams don't score, you have lost the bet. So both conditions have to be met. Okay, and you have double chance and first half both teams to score. So you determine the double chance for the match. That's why the match is into bracket for the total match. Double chance for the total match, and you determine if there's going to if both teams are going to score in the first half or both teams aren't going to score in the first half. Okay, so we end for here. We end here for now, and then we'll load more and talk about the other options. Thank you for your time, and we'll continue in the next episode. Bye.